Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. This one's going to be for Mystic River. So yeah, one thing though, I really like this case. Like this is like upside down, like reverse imagery, but whatever. So yeah, this movie stars Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon, Lawrence Fishburne, um, Marcia Gay Harden, and Laura Linney. So yeah, before I go any further on this review, for those who have yet to watch this movie and are wanting to watch it sometime in the future, what I recommend is stop this video, buy the movie on Blu-ray, DVD, or get it through Netflix or some other form. Because I may spoil some stuff. So as usual, 10-second spoiler warning starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to watch this movie, and are still watching this video, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So Mystic River, what did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, Mystic River is directed by Clint Eastwood. This case, or this part is part of the Clint Eastwood collection. So I don't know if you can see it, but it says right there. So yeah, it's directed by Clint Eastwood. He's not one of my favorite directors. I prefer him more as an actor. I mean, I've seen some of his other works, but I've only seen like two or three of his other works. So I still have a long way to go to actually be a fan of Clint Eastwood as a director. So, but he's still a pretty great director. So yeah. So yeah, basically, what happens in this movie? You have Sean Penn's Tim Tim Robbins and Kevin Bacon's character, who were basically all childhood friends. But then one Dave, I believe was his name. Yeah, Dave, who was one of the kids, um basically got kidnapped, and then he runs away from his kidnappers, and basically then the story goes ahead about 20 to 40 years in the future. I want to say maybe 30, just to have a set time period, at least 30 years into the future, where this heinous crime happens, where basically one of the daughters from Tim Robbins' character, I believe, right? Yeah, Tim Robbins' character. Yeah, Tim Robbins' character. Just double checking, to make sure I get it right. Basically, the daughter of Tim Robbins is basically murdered, before going off to Vegas, and basically it's one of those who done it cases. Like who did it. There's many witnesses. There's many situations here. There's many like counter counter stories. People arguing over each other, and yeah, I'm not gonna say who did it. But I'm gonna say it's a hell of a ride once you find out. It's a pretty shocking revelation, because the it's the person or people, because which I'll get to that later, but the perpetrators of the crime, you really don't suspect much of them. So when you find out who actually did it, it's kind of revealing. Now I was kind of confused on who actually did it. When we actually found out, I didn't understand if it was just one person or two people. At the very most, it was two people, um, it was um, it was kind of unclear to me. I'm gonna say to me. I'm not sure if anybody else who's seen this movie understands it more, but for me, it was just a bit unclear on who actually, if it was just the one person who did it, then the other person knew of the situation, or if both of them did it, somehow were involved. So yeah, that's really one of my only few complaints, that for me it's not that clear how that kind of plays out. I mean, any other complaints is just little details I have here and there. That just a little bit, the acting isn't as good, or the writing isn't as good at few moments as it could be in other parts. But for the most part, this movie is very, I won't say enjoyable, because it's more of a whodunit. It's more of a thriller-esque movie. So I mean, I guess you could say enjoyable if you want. It's not, it's not one of those movies you want to say it's enjoyable for this, and this. You want to say it's enjoyable for that, and that. So yeah, it's more enjoyable for its thriller and kind of its emotional toll it kind of takes on you. Because I mean, it's not that much of an emotional movie that it's gonna make you cry, maybe a tear or two, but it does kind of confuse you, and that kind of does mess up with your mind a bit. So yeah, also you do feel for the characters. Everybody here, did an incredible performance. Everybody from the primary cast down to the secondary cast, everybody was great in their respective performance. The writing in this movie was incredible. Clint Eastwood's direction for this movie was very well done and very unexpected. Took many twists and turns and surprising shocks that you just don't really expect. So that's another thing I really do like. Um, I mean, there's really not much I could say. I mean, no, the childhood, the three friends, their childhood, the main childhood events kind of also intertwines within this case. Because now there's a bit of bias, and could my best friend have done, could have my best friend have done this crime, and one of the best friends, he's a cop, so he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to give the illusion that he's being biased towards his friend, even though it's more or less obvious that he is. So the acting for that too is pretty well done in my opinion. I mean, everything here is just very well done. Just a few details over here and there, and the revelation is a bit confusing to me. I feel like the last 5 to 10 minutes were a bit rushed though. Um, no, besides that, it's just smaller details over here and there with the writing or the acting. But overall, this is an incredible movie and great movie. I do recommend you guys watch it, especially if you guys like thrillers or who done it types of movies or Clint Eastwood. I definitely recommend you guys watch this movie if you like any of those things or just like movies in general. I do recommend you guys get Mystic River and watch it, or just watch it at the very least. So yeah, on a rate from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this an 8.75 out of 10. I mean, I just feel like the last 10 minutes were a bit rushed, and then a few details over here and there, but whatever. So yeah, 8.75 out of 10 is what I would give Mystic River. So yeah, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. So definitely check that. Stay tuned for those and check them out. Besides that, comment down below on your thoughts on Mystic River. Have you seen it? What do you think of it? Do you think it should be more than 8.75, less than 8.75, or do you think 8.75 is a fair score in and of itself already? So what are your thoughts on that? Comment that down below. And besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.